Welcome, friends. This is Yoga in Our City's virtual studio. I am Sondra, and today's class is brought to you by Kinetic Hair. Today's class is Yoga After Work. So you may be just like me, where you've had quite a long and stressful day, and you need a moment to unwind. So let's stand here in our mountain posture by bringing our feet flat to the earth, drawing the palms down to the sides of the body as the thumbs roll outwards, the shoulders follow as they melt down the lower back. You begin to feel the gravity and the earth pulling those shoulders down, letting go the weight of the day. Gently tuck that chin in as you draw the belly in towards the spine. Lead forward with your heart as you find compassion for yourself and kindness after your long day's work, honoring this amazing divine being. Closing the eyes if it's comfortable. Begin to pause and dissolve the day. Let it go. For what has happened is already history. It cannot be changed. But in this present moment in time, you can let it all go and find presence. On the inhale, reach the arms up overhead and interlace those fingers behind the head. Draw the elbows out and gently pick the head up and off of the neck. Try to find some space between the head and the rest of the body. With these excess thoughts, we've created a bridge or a blockage between the brain and the brainstem to the rest of the body. So we need to let all of those thoughts go, dissolve them, and soften them. So taking those fingers, and we're going to place those fingers right underneath the skull. So that area right underneath that little lip at the base of the skull, right where the brainstem touches. Now, if you're an overthinker like me, you may have a lot of tension. You may have a sensation of a little bit of a hardness there. It might not be palpable. If you don't let your thoughts affect you, then you most probably have a very nice soft area here. So begin to massage this area and bring some love and attention to this little marble point that we need to let the energy flow freely. Let those thoughts flow freely as we continue to release the day we just had. Trying to relax the shoulders as we massage this area as well. Being kind and gentle to our physical body and mind. And you can hang out here a little bit longer if you'd like, or release that gentle massage and begin to roll the shoulders in one direction. Really opening up that heart, letting those shoulders fall and drop behind you. If there's any cracking or popping, you might be holding on to some tension, strain. Make those circles a little bit smaller and be gentle to your body. When the body makes noise, it's crying out for support. Roll the shoulders in the opposite direction. So that aspect of sound, the body is calling out and saying, hey, I need attention. We can think about this hunger pains, right? We hear the gurgle in our stomach, we know we're hungry. So there's also other subtle sounds and sensations that occur in the body and mind that tell us the same thing. So this cracking and popping at the joints is an indication that we need to be much more kind to our joints, find a little bit more support for them. Be gentle. Very good. Bringing those shoulder rolls to a close. Taking our fists here and placing our thumbs into the pads of our palm, the middle of our palm, and then take all 4 fingers and close them over that thumb. So coming into our Adi Mudra here. So we have a nice fist. And our Adi Mudra is a mudra that is very grounding and very supportive. If we think of babies come out the womb with this. This is a comforting posture or mudra, hand gesture that we can utilize at any time of day in order to help support us and to help bring us back to earth. So with these fists, we're going to just do a gentle swing from left to right of the arms. You can think of yourself as swinging in an oversized coat. With the fist, you're going to hit the psoas muscle on the front, and then the kidney or the lower back with the back arm. So we have a marma point here in the back, Nitamba marma. And this is a point that hangs on to a lot of emotions. Oftentimes with work, it brings up a lot of different emotions, a lot of different sensations, maybe anger, stress, frustration, emotions, uncertainty, and so much more, even physical difficulties that put strain on the body and mind. And just gently flow, releasing anything you're hanging on to, any blockages. Bring a smile to the face. Feel the joy of being a youthful being where you could just swing in the air with your arms. Just don't give a care. Just let it go. Again, whatever happened in the daytime is no longer any expectations for the future or tomorrow. Let them be there. Do not bring them into the present moment. Very good. We're going to bring this pendulum to a nice slow close. Release your Adi Mudra. Let go of the fingers. Let them loose. And then gently bring those hips in a circle, rounding the hips around the ankles. Releasing any tension, any hold that you may be hanging on to. Again, letting go the day that has passed, forgetting the day of the future. Work is no longer, work will not be, because you are present. And then go in the opposite direction as we continue to wring out anything that remains from the day, anything that does not serve us or bring benefit to this present moment in time. Let it go. Very good. Bring yourself back to center. And you can come towards the top of the mat or the middle of the mat, wherever you're most comfortable. Reach the arms up overhead. Reach up. Really extend those arms up. See if you can lengthen that spinal column just a little bit more, tucking that tailbone in, finding length, crown of the head up, tailbone down. Exhale, hinge forward at the waist, suck that belly in, come into a nice forward fold. Pause here and breathe. Now you can grab a block if that is more suitable for you, or you can even use the support of a chair or a stool. As you begin to melt in to your forward fold, let the neck become nice and long and allow that head to become heavy.
Bend the knees all that you need to, or not at all, and straighten them. Do what's best for you. Gently straighten the right knee and bend the left, and come into a modified forward fold here. Breathe a few breaths. Straightening out that left knee and bending the right. Breathe a few breaths. Straightening both knees out. Bringing the hands to the earth. If you need to bend the knees, bend them. And begin to step back. Come into a nice downward dog. Opening and spreading all of those fingers nice and wide. Drop the neck. Drop the head. Suck the belly in. Drop the heart. Drop the chest. When you're ready, bend the knees.
And come into a nice tabletop position. Come into a nice gentle cat-cow.
Being kind and sweet to your body. On the inhale, the eyes and the chin come to the sky, the shoulders back, the heart forward, belly towards the earth. Exhale around the spine, bring the chin to the chest. Do a few more rounds here. And one final round.
Very good. Staying where we are, we're going to flip those wrists so the fingers are going to come backwards. So depending on your body, you may need some support underneath the wrists. So you can either roll the front of your mat a few rounds and then use that to help support if the stretch is too intense. If it's not enough for you, then you can bring the buttocks down to the heels, keeping the whole entire palm onto the earth. And then just bring those heels, or bring the buttocks to the heels. You'll feel a deeper stretch in the forearms. And draw those shoulders back, and suck that belly in. Really get those entire palms onto the mat, spreading those fingers nice and wide. Maybe even bringing some movement if that is accessible for you and comfortable. If you are doing movement, make sure you bring balance. Very good, and this could be quite intense, so we're going to come up and off of the wrist. Bring the buttocks back to the heels and gently shake the wrists or rotate them nice and softly and gently. Do what feels good to you. Let go of any holds or tensions that you may be hanging on to. Very good. Alrighty. So we're going to come back up onto our knees here. We're going to come all the way up on the knees this time. And so we're going to flip the knees so they are facing forward on that long edge of the mat. Bringing weight into that right knee, we're going to extend that left leg out towards the side, bringing the sole of the foot onto the mat. You may begin to feel a stretch in the groin here. You might feel nothing at all. Either way, we're going to reach the arms up overhead. And exhale, bring that right arm down to the mat, coming into a modified side plank. That left arm is reaching up towards the ceiling. On your next exhale, extend
that left arm out overhead, reaching in the opposite direction as the left foot. So really extending in either direction, feeling an opening in that side body. On the next inhalation, reaching up, coming back to the knee and the leg alone. Bring that left knee to meet the right, and then put that weight into that left knee this time and extend that right leg out this time. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the left arm down to the earth. That right arm reaches up towards the sky. Take a full inhalation and exhale, extending that right arm out in the opposite direction as the left leg, rooting that left leg, finding that opening and space in the right side of the body. On your next inhale, reaching back up. Exhale the arm down and bring that right knee to meet the left. Coming back into your tabletop, both hands are going to come to the mat, the knees to the mat. And gently exhale, bend the elbows, bring the chest to the mat. And gently extend the legs out behind you. You can bring the forehead or the chin to the mat. Gently reach and extend the arms directly in front of you. On your next inhalation, we're going to extend the left arm up and the right leg up and off of the mat. Breathe and pause here, reaching in either direction, finding some opening, finding some space, as well as strength in that spine. Exhale, bring the left arm down, the right leg back, forehead back, chin back. When you're ready, inhale, reach the right arm up and out, the left leg back and up and back. See if you can reach in opposite directions. Exhale to bring both back down. Bringing the arms out to a nice T position. On the next inhalation, bring the arms up, both arms up. Bring the legs up. Coming into a reclined airplane. So those arms are out to the sides with your wings. Your feet are your tails. And the crown of your head is that nose of the plane. Draw those shoulders back. Exhale to release, placing the right cheek onto the mat. Drawing the arms down to the sides of the body. We're going to come into our locust. So this one is going to bring the chest up and off the mat, just like we did on the airplane, but the arms are going to be down to the sides. If you're more advanced and you'd like to bring the hands in to that inner groin, that lower belly region, you can go ahead and do so. Or if you're not, just leave the arms to the side. And again, if you have a weak back or a discomfort, you can just allow one half of the body to come off and off versus front and back. Okay, so that'll be your choice, your comfort. We're coming into our locust posture, hoping to release any fear, bring about positivity for the days that are ahead, letting go again from the day that has just passed as we spring away from it. Focus on our present moment. Both the arms down to the side, palms are down, bringing that chin back to the center of the mat. And when you're ready, bringing both the chest, the legs, the arms up and off of the mat. Or again, if you're more advanced, those forearms stay on the mat. Draw those shoulder blades back, engaging those muscles of the back of the body, finding that strength to allow you to get through another day. Exhale. Release the body back to the mat. Bring the left cheek to the mat. Pause and breathe. Very good. We're going to bring the hands to the sides of the chest, curl the toes under, push yourself up into a nice plank. Exhale it, bring it down to your downward dog. Push that buttocks, those hips up towards the sky. If you need to, shake out the hips, shake out the lower spine in your downward dog as you release and let go, shaking out whatever remains from your day, from your expectations. Very good. And bring that shaking to a close. Come back into a nice plank. Drop the knees. And come onto your buttocks. I invite you to find a wall or a bed with a back post. If you don't have any of those, you can do all of this in the air. It's just going to bring a little bit more energy to the body because you'll be activating the muscles. However, it'll still be grounding and supportive. So we're going to come to legs up the wall. And just as it is, the legs literally go up the wall. So scooch the buttocks back to the edge of the wall. So this way the back of the legs can fall onto the wall for that support. The soles of the feet are going to face up. So the toes may need to be actively brought into the middle of the body. Realign yourself as you need to, readjusting for any neck, shoulder, mid and lower back support. So if you don't have a wall, then you're just keeping those feet flat up towards the sky and those legs nice and straight. It's always much more beneficial, in my opinion, to do yoga with a little support, especially after a day where you've been supporting a workforce. You've been supporting a business of some form, whether it's your own or somebody else's. And now it's time to support yourself, time to support your body and your mind as you continue to allow the day to release itself completely. The weight of the day is going away. All the pressures from the mind all the way through the physical body that get placed onto these legs and these feet. With honor, we allow them to rest, bringing back the vitality and life to the mid-body, sending all of that nourishing energy back to where it'll be supportive for another day tomorrow. I invite you to stay here as long as you desire and as long as it is comfortable. Maybe even allowing your mind to drift away into dream state.
taking a moment to honor the divine being that you are, forgetting every bit of the day that has passed, any work and efforts have subsided for the day, any expectations, needs, or wants for future work is not existent in this present moment in time. And we will close with the vibrational sounds of so hum.